let's move to the next section of this discussion. Remember, this is spotlight on missions and missionaries, and the missionary we are having a spotlight on in this CEM week 2026 is Evangelist Charles Eshaw. So in this particular segment, we're going to be looking at some of the moments, memories, testimonies across the years of service and the states where you have served and all of that. So this time around, we may definitely be mentioning one or two names and all of that during this section or during this segment as testimonies and all of that. So let's quickly take a little rundown. After serving for 10 years and leaving Plateau State, we were posted to which state, sir?
Yes, by God's grace, after Plateau, I was posted to Kaduna State.
So you spent how many years in Kaduna State?
I spent 6.5 years in
Kaduna State, and then after Kaduna State, you were posted to which state?
Adamawa State.
Wow.
And I spent 6.25 years.
6.25 years.
And after that,
okay,
I was posted to Anambra State.
Wow. All the way from Adamawa to Anambra State. Wow.
And I spent 2 years.
Okay.
I just spent 1.5, and the president said after that, I have to leave, I should prepare. So I spent 2 years there. 2 years. Then after that,
okay,
I was now posted to the
headquarters.
CEM headquarters,
okay,
where I became the National Administrative Secretary
of Children Evangelism
Ministry.
Wow.
And I spent 7 years there.
Wow.
Then from there, after those 7 years, I was posted to Kogi State,
okay,
to serve as a coordinator of Kogi State,
okay,
and I spent 4 years there.
Wow. So let's pause it there.
Okay, sir.
Let's pause. So you can see the track and all that. So now let's look at, during these years of service, what are some of the amazing testimonies that you want to share with the viewers, people who are watching, that their testimonies that stood out for you, during these years?
Okay. I know this is a very big and wide question, but we might not need to bore us down. Let me just start with I will still want to mention that the years I spent in Borno State, to me, is still a mission, because as long as I knew, we bulldoze with the copper that came. I can still remember that sister's name, 1985. Sister Mercy Iyopu is a TV lady. She will be a grandma now somewhere. So we came and we were bulldozing the areas in local government.
And if the children or the grandchildren are watching, please make sure you get this video across to her.
Iyopu is her name, her father's name. I don't know when she later married what she was bearing, but she's a TV woman, lady then. Now, God helped us in that local government to make sure that we could enter anywhere.
Wow.
As copper. Wow. I remember entering one. I didn't know how that there is Sele Church in one
of the
villages.
Wow.
And when we were entering, I can remember, hey, stop there, don't go with it. I said, wait, we are just coming, we are Christian. Then there was no all this insurgency, all those things that time. And we got there. But what God did specifically, changing the man's mentality, if I may use that word, about Christianity, made us to know that our mission there was worthwhile. We were just trying to go and talk about child evangelism, but it happened. Wow. I am glad that we did that. It's a great testimony. And as I also said earlier, how I was able to organize Children's Day 2 times.
Okay.
The one I learned in Edo State, the little I knew then, was a beautiful one in Borono. Coming to Plateau.
Okay.
In Plateau, one of the major things I want to thank God for is the ability to begin the now popularly known children holiday camp in CEM.
Wow.
It actually began in Plateau State, 1989, while I was there.
Wow.
And God helped us to do those
in
things.
1989. Wow.
That was when CEM officially and really did what you call children holiday camp that is now spread to so many churches. In fact, camping with children is something that people will not want to do that time. In fact, they don't even think that it should be.
It's even realistic.
It's
possible.
No, they just camp adults, give them retreat, teach them the word of God. But this thing happened, and today is going very well. That is in Plateau, and then I also thank God. I don't know whether you like it or not. That is where I found my wife.
Wow.
So
that's part of the testimony.
It's part of the testimony.
That's part of the testimony. And I'm sure she's watching me now. So.
And today, she is not just my wife alone. She's also part of the mission.
And she's our mama.
And today, she's one of the directors in the ministry of CEM.
Another testimony.
So I am glad that I didn't marry a miss. And God kept me. One other thing about Plateau testimony is that the children that were attending my Bible club, in fact, I never knew that I was doing something in their life. Later in the years, probably not too long from now, about not up to 6 years ago, one of those children is now married. He has children himself. He's a graduate. I just saw a call, and when he called me, I said yes. He said, "Is that Uncle Charles?" Sure. I said yes. He called his name. I don't want to call the name, but he is a son unto me.
Wow.
And when he called, he said, Uncle Charles, that thing you taught us when we were small, please, I am now staying in Tuduwada, a part of Jos, and there are so many children around me. Can you tell me how to do it? I said, what did I teach you? He said, I used to gather them in my house then. I said, no, I was staying in CEM office. He said, CEM. He's not a graduate. In fact, he even read economics like me.
Wow.
From University of Jos.
Wow.
But he was a child then. I said, children evangelism. He said, what is the meaning? I said, that is the ministry I belong to. We have posters everywhere in that office there where we are staying.
Wow.
But as far as that boy was concerned, he was looking at a personality, not what you put there like Zacchaeus, pay tax to Caesar. You must not defile this thing. He said, that thing you taught us. And he said he wanted to know. I said, that is CM now. He said, I don't know anything about it. I said, okay, are you still in Jos? He said, yes. Said, go back to your university. Okay. My secretary then, who is now a professor, I said, ask of him that how do you do this something? And he went, and today he has children who he is also teaching like Uncle Charles. I'm sure he's even teaching more than Uncle Charles, and I'm so glad that the effort there were not in vain. In Kaduna, I came to learn more that you're reaching out to children, especially to their salvation, is not just on Bible club and holiday camp. Even schools.
Wow.
There, we saw how you can reach well, and we really reach out to children in the school, especially our total child school.
Wow.
And then outreaches was something that we were doing.
Wow.
I can remember when we were going to Southern Kaduna, one of those days we were going on evangelism when we were attacked by armed robbers around 6:30. Our motor just got there. I was just hearing pow, back.
Wow.
All of us were inside the bus.
Wow.
And they put big rocks, not just stones, in front. The driver stopped and the driver jumped out of the motor and ran to the bush, left us. And they just entered with their gun. They were shooting. There was even a sister. Thank God. The sister, when we were going, the sister said that, Daddy, you are our girl, stay in the front. I just said, I will not stay, don't worry. Anywhere we stay, it doesn't matter. The sister was sleeping in the dashboard. When the gunshot happened, she lifted up her. Later we discovered that the gunshot even passed through the dashboard from that is the driver's something, to the dashboard and to the engine. But God delivered us.
Wow.
In fact, they just drag everybody. They drag, we say, where are you going to? We said, we are going for crusade. Say, what is the thing? Where is your guy? Then, fortunately, somebody pointed to me and look at me, Chenkele. The man just dragged me down. Say, lie down there, give us money. And I just put hand in my pocket. The only money, I think that day, I went around the Kaduna, and then all the change they gave to me, the thing looked bulky. I just I laid down until God helped us. They saw another car coming, they ran there, we stayed until. So, in all of those, God kept us. They are testimonies. People who went with us, some were medical doctors
It's
from ABU.
Very,
then
very
in
big testimony.
And Adamawa State. That is where God taught my wife and I how to raise teenagers for the ministry.
Wow.
I don't want to talk too much on it.
We'll get there later.
So
later.
In fact, up to today, the legacy God helped us to do.
Wow.
People still say that thing that God used you people to do for teenagers is still very great.
Wow.
So I can see God working more. In fact, when I got there, sorry to put it this way, when I got there, the members of the CM I met there told me, say, Uncle Charles, we used to see you at headquarters during the conference. We like the way you tell stories and all those things. So, but can we tell you something? This Adamawa, where you are, where you have come, is dry, both spiritually and financially and mentally. So we don't know how God will help you. But anyway, you are welcome. But can I tell people up to today that one of the best mission stations we had is Adamawa State.
Adamawa State. Wow.
I met, permit me to use these words, I met 2,500 naira in the account because there was no money there. But by God's grace, within 3 months or 4 months,
wow,
the account of the ministry then was reading over 100,000.
Wow.
God so much intervened. In
I think, sir. Now, speaking of intervention,
okay.
So let's put it this way as we round up on some of those mission fields. Are there times that you can say this is actually God's intervention? Yes, I know you have talked about the armed robber incidents on the way, to the program, and that is an amazing one. So as we look at the other stations, are there events that happen that you could point to and say, this happened, but sincerely speaking, this is the hand of God?
Okay, let me just mention one in Adamawa State.
Okay.
Which year was that? 2011.
Okay.
When there was this general election and they were killing people. Our holiday camp used to be in April during Easter. when Nigeria had just finished the election, and that election was something else for those who knew what happened in 2011. And we've already fixed our holiday camp, and all the churches, they have something, Easter retreat, something, all those kind of things. And then all of a sudden, everybody, every church, all the churches we know about, Pentecostal and Orthodox, everybody cancelled.
Wow.
Only CEM did not cancel.
Wow.
People came to me and they said, how do you carry people's children? And you say you are holding. See, even all these highly spiritual churches, they have cancelled the program. And we said, God didn't tell us to cancel it.
Wow.
He said, which kind of God is bad? If God can talk to all these redeemed, deeper,
all these bishops,
why do you say this?
Why?
I say, God didn't tell us, but we go ahead. Okay, go and get police permission, military permission, something. We said, okay, we heard. But unfortunately, we couldn't get any. No military, no something.
Nobody will want to
GGSS, for those who know Jimeta Yola, that is where the something was held. But do you know that throughout that period, it was only CEM that held camp. Wow. And it was successful. Wow. There were deliverance. Wow. There were, in fact, our camp had always been a very wonderful one. Wow. Because it's not just for entertainment. It's something that we go deep into the child and know.
So this is at least one of those things that say, wow, this is a divine intervention.
So we will say that it's because we knew it too, but God didn't. In fact, we just felt God didn't ask us to cancel it, but we didn't hear.
Every other thing shutting down, and then it was just like, no, we are not going to shut down. God has not given an instruction for us to shut down. And imagine seeing other, leaders in the ministry, seniors, respected people now coming to say, no, this thing, what do you mean? If we are shutting down, and that's one of the things that makes our walk with God very unique. That's one of the things that delivers, and bring down the hand of God. That's one of the things that provokes some certain manifestations. And of course, if you are shut down and without hearing God, and you just followed, what seems to
going
be, what is the situation of things and all that, there wouldn't have been that.
But can I just add that for God to prove that He was there, do you know these adult people didn't go for their retreat, but they paid money and allowed their children to go. Wow. So we were saying that too, if they could pay, because of course we tell children to pay, so they said, okay, since you are not afraid, our children can go. We were thinking that it would have been the other way around, to say, let children stay at home, we will go. But it was not an adult thing. Wow. So we just knew it was God.
All right. So so that as we round up this session, let me ask her, can you point to just one or two that you can say this is one of the the very highest moment of fulfillment, that this actually brought me a level of fulfillment in this missionary
work? Excuse me, that will be a very difficult question to ask, because there is this verse in the Bible. Unfortunately, coincidentally, it comes from a book called Lamentation, chapter 3. He said, God's mercy are new every day. For me to say this is the highest, I may not be very correct.
But at least
I want to say that going round like this, I can see God working in my life. But one of the major thing is that I don't know what you want me to say, but one of the major things is that God is keeping me in the walk. I see it as greater heights always. And then I'm also glad. I'm not mocking anyone. I'm also glad that my family comes along. Now, I will say that when my family now, my parents, family, siblings, when they discover that they cannot beat me, they join me.
Join you. And it's a good joining.
It's a good joining. But beyond that, my nucleus family, my wife and my children, I am grateful to God that they are also involved in the work.
Wow.
So I wouldn't say I've gotten to my zenith, but one major thing that I know is that God is going with me.
All right.
And I've not gotten to where I'm going to.
All right. So now let's round up this session, this particular segment, by asking just about one or two lessons that the whole experience so far has taught you about faith.
One major thing about faith, or what I know about faith, is trust.
So
trusting God.
So can we say this is one of the lessons that you have learned over the years from your work
with God
as a missionary?
Yeah. One of those things is this. Like I said, I had a cry right from the beginning. And then when God was pointing me to this mission, especially in child evangelism, it is like, God, I came from a poor home. Are you taking me back there? It wasn't a question I can get an answer. But I was just saying, so God, if you are the one, you will not allow me to go back to my village.
So that's where the issue of
trust is. So I just keep trusting him. And I never thought, even though I know I've been to university and all those things, I never thought I could have a car in life. I never thought I could have a house. And but I keep believing that, God, if you are behind me, there's nothing that you cannot do.
What God cannot do
does not exist. And today, somebody will say, if the accounting landlord, you too, you will come out.
Exactly.
And you say, I have something.
Wow.
So God has been faithful and has not disappointed
So
me.
the summary is that one major lesson, or one of the greatest lessons God is, you keep trusting him.
Yes.
No matter what the system, no matter what the economy, no matter what the society, sometimes no matter what even our extended family says, keep trusting God. And that is a very big message to those of us who are of the younger generation. I think one of the issues that we are seriously dealing with in this generation is the ability to trust God. It's like we have come to a point where we can sufficiently trust God in this aspect of our life. But when it comes to this aspect of our life, it's like the trust is not really that strong. In short, I was interacting with some young people and I was like, the way I see they do things is like, God can do whatever he wants to do with me in this side. I don't have issue. But God dare not. He dare not try this thing with this side. So it's like, and I don't know. It's a proof that this generation didn't know God as such. So thank you very much, sir, for shedding light on this.